Hello traders, welcome to FMFX SMC 101, or if you like Fitmoschino FX Smart Money Course 101. Today is August 9th, 2022. Today we want to learn about imbalance, but before we get started, let me tell you a little story that has been keeping me wondering for a long time. You see, the volume of my computer is up to 100%, but whenever I play a clip on VLC, the volume goes up to 400%. So I've been wondering, where is the extra volume coming from in my computer via VLC? Then I did a research, and that's why I've been trading using the retailer's concept, the support and resistance. Then it was not working. Then I went in depth to search for an alternative that will work for me, and that's why I introduce you to smart money concept after learning it from its founder ICT. So let's get started. Today we want to learn about imbalance. What is an imbalance? Yesterday we learned about order blocks. We saw what an order block is, the basics of it. Today I will reinforce a little about order blocks and learn the imbalance at the same time. So imbalance is the gap left when the price impulsively moves. And if there is a gap between the first and the third candle on the second candle following the impulsive move, that is called an imbalance. Like in this case, this is the high of this candle, then this is the middle candle, and this is the third candle's low. So there is a gap left. That gap is also called fair value gap. Fair value gap or an imbalance. This impulsive move leave an inefficiency, and that inefficiency can be easily identified by the imbalance or fair value gap that can be seen by the naked eyes. So we learned about an order block. When price moves impulsively, breaking structure and the last candle before its move, which the last candle is also so that is also responsible, or the candle within that order block is also responsible to grabbing liquidity, is called an order block. And this order block will be more strengthened or more valid or strong, if you like, when there is an imbalance that accompanies it. We will learn more about that in the coming videos. And also I want you to note that inefficiency, price inefficiency, is not the same as imbalance, but imbalance is also a terminology which can be used interchangeably with FVG. FVG is called fair value gap. We will learn more about inefficiency when we are talking about time and price. That's where it will come into full picture. What is inefficiency and what makes an inefficiency different from imbalance. But today we want to know what an imbalance is. An imbalance is the gap which has been left when there is an impulsive move, either up or down. But this is, for this example, this is an impulsive move up, leaving an imbalance here. The candle the high of the first candle and the low of the third candle leaves an imbalance on the middle candle, a gap that is called an imbalance. Okay, let's go and summarize. Okay, this is a summary of FVG imbalance, if you like. Price inefficiency is not the same as price imbalance. FVG is another terminology used to interchangeably with imbalance. Order block is more powerful and valid when there is an imbalance that accompanies it, and it doesn't mean when the order block is not having an imbalance it's not valid. It is just that this one is more powerful and more valued compared to the other one. It's more likely to play out compared to the other one. The impulsive move is caused by major players in the forex market, like the bank, the major players that we were talking about earlier. This impulsive move leaves inefficiency behind, which caused FVG or fair value gap that can easily be identified by a trader. We will learn more about difference between FVG, imbalance, and inefficiency when talking about time and price. And we know that there are forces of demand and supply in the market, and for forces of demand and supply to play, they must be they must come at an equilibrium so that the sellers and the buyers can take part in the market. That's why it is always a self-fulfilling prophecy for the market to fill the FVG gaps that are left behind in one time or another. So we will see a practical view of it, identifying FVG or imbalances, and then I will give you an exercise. Go on your chart on different pairs on different time frame and try identifying these imbalances yourself, and also combine it with the previous knowledge that we talked about. We learned on different courses, the videos that I've already published. Go combine them, do them, practice them. Okay, now let's see the example of imbalances in the market, and I will try to combine it with the order block so that we can get it very clear. So there is an impulsive move upward, breaking this structure, leaving an order block here. So this time I'll take this order block that grabbed liquidity. I'll call this one my order block. Then there is an impulsive up move that broke structure. Impulsive up move that broke structure, this BON. Then we have our imbalance, or if you like FVG. This is imbalance. This is an imbalance. This is an imbalance that was failed on a later, but let's just identify imbalance. All those we will learn on other videos. This is also an imbalance that was already failed. This is between this candle, this candle. It must be drawn from week to week. So this is an imbalance, this is another imbalance, this was another imbalance, but all these imbalances have already been filled out. So let's identify the imbalances that are not filled out. And remember, today is on August 9th 2022. The market was very slow. I haven't traded anything today. I'm waiting for the release of CPI news tomorrow. I hope the market will find huge momentum, but basically August do be slow in terms of price movement, so I don't take trade as much in August. I do learn, practice, go back to my failed trades and see why they failed, and also learn more from my mentor ICT. So this is an imbalance. This is an imbalance that was left, and we are hopeful that price will come here for theory of demand and supply to be fulfilled, which they will be at equilibrium, just as we have said. This is another imbalance that we can identify that has not even been fulfilled yet. There's another imbalance here. There's another imbalance. And from there, here we can see an imbalance that is being fulfilled. Let me just draw it so that you can see it being fulfilled. There's an imbalance here. Right now we are looking at USD card, and we are in 4-hour time frame. You can identify imbalance on any time frame. You see, it has been filled partly but not fully. There is still an inefficiency identified by the imbalance. There is price inefficiency identified by the imbalance. Watch how I'm also using those terminologies. Maybe you can go find out before I release a video the difference between an imbalance and price inefficiency, and make sure you look at time and price for you to understand it deeper. There is another imbalance here. Sorry for that. There's an imbalance here. This is an imbalance that will be fulfilled in one time or another. How does this imbalance occur? These imbalances occur when banks and big movers, shakers of the market, enter huge orders. These markets are being manipulated each and every time, and here he gave us what works. This is an imbalance also. You can pretty identify imbalance on any time frame. Let's go to a random time frame, maybe 15 minutes, and identify some other imbalances. These are the ones we identified earlier. This is another imbalance, a very huge imbalance that is being fulfilled. There's another imbalance that was fulfilled before the price moved down. And I will also teach you how to use these imbalances on later video to take trades in combination with order blocks. You will learn more. So subscribe to this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, go learn, practice whatever I've told you, go watch other videos, reinforce your knowledge so that you can be precise. I'm going step by step so that you can take trades with a lot of precision. You can take trades when confident that you know what you have learned and you have practiced whatever you have learned. Today I told you that I have not taken trades because the market has been mute. for some time. There is no major news release, and we are expecting CPI news to be released tomorrow, and probably when the market plays according to my plan, I will trade my plan when that time comes. But until then, let's wait and see you in the next one. Bye bye.